First and foremost, welcome to the experience. We are live at the living room here in Charlotte, North Carolina. Shout out to Creative Eye Visuals, Teasy LaFleur, Teasy Da Vinci. I am your host, Stephen the Dream, and this is This, That, and the Third interview series. Got a real special guest here in the building with me today by way of Rock Hill, South Carolina. The Deuce is in the building, ain't it? LJDADEUCE is in the building. What's good with you, man?
LJDADEUCE. Man, nothing much. I can come here to talk about the music scene, I guess.
Yeah.
Let you know my journey. I'm proud to be here with Stephen the Dream. Coming here from Rock Hill today, and let's get it.
Big 803 shit going on right now. Let's start it off though. LJDADEUCE, where the name come from? What does the Deuce stand for? What is
Deuce, man. So I'm the second after my dad, but I'm also the second after my granddad. We both got our initials like L and J. So and my dad got the same initials too. So I just kind of put that together.
What was the decision to go with, the Deuce versus just the two numerals or two times? That's what everybody is now.
I don't know. I thought the Deuce was more catchy, and I don't really had nobody else or heard nobody else with that name, So I thought it was unique. So that's what I chose to do, and I chose to pick that name. So yeah.
Did grandpa or dad do music as well?
Nah. See, the crazy thing is, none of my parents, they don't do music or nothing. I'm 22 now.
Okay.
I started writing songs when I was 7.
7.
Yeah. First song I ever wrote was a gospel song for church. But none of my people, none of my parents, RP to my granddad, so he can't even witness this today. But they don't do music. I just kind of learned on my own. Like when I was younger, my big cousins used to just play instrumentals to me, and they was like, "JoJo, rap, do this, do that, get on the beat right quick." And then I kind of just stuck with it my whole life.
What was the first, maybe not song, but like who was the first artist you saw and was like, I want to be like them, or I want to do that?
First artist, man, there's probably so many, but coming up, my favorite artist was Lil Wayne.
I was about to say, I knew it. I could have told you before you said it, boy. Just on that age range, like it's an affinity about Wayne for something. If you 20 to 30 right now, 35 probably, Wayne your favorite,
Wayne, I'm a big fan of Tupac.
Okay.
And then like today's artists, I'm a big fan of Lil Durk. I like G Herbo. I like NBA Youngboy.
So let me ask you this then: if you wasn't, early on, you 22, so you still young, but there was a time when you was probably doing something else other than rapping, or maybe you had another path that you thought you could go down. Rapping might have always been like, yeah, this is what I'm gonna do, this is what I want to do. But if you wasn't rapping, what do you think you would have been doing, or what would you aiming towards?
Man, I was really aiming towards hooping. Like I wanted to play basketball, like real bad, like college, pros. I even played basketball from the age of 4. I started at 4. I didn't stop to really high school, like my senior year. And then I still play now, like a little pickup here and there. But yeah, I was really trying hard to get to basketball. But then my other passion, besides music, I like cutting hair.
Oh, you're a barber?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm in the process of getting my license. But to be real, like I like artistry, like all over, like clothing, music, drawing. Even though I can't draw that good, I just like to look at it. So anything to do with art, I'm in it. Like I like it. But
you a creative brain?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm like a real creative. So, but right now, like I cut hair. If I ain't doing music, I'm cutting.
LJDADEUCE, take me to Rock Hill. What's Rock Hill like for you? I had a couple guys up here from the Rock. Everybody got their own experiences, but where would you at, or what was it like coming up for you?
Coming up for me, man, I kind of stayed in the middle of York and Rock Hill, South Carolina. So like, I don't know if you know about Highway 5, but like, that's where I'm at. So I'm not like really in the city. I didn't really grow up in the city. I just know about it, and I got my people that's there. So if I need to go or anywhere like that, then I can. But for real, like I just grew up in a two-parent household. I'm the only child, didn't have no sisters or brothers, so all of my big cousins and stuff is the people that I looked up to as my sisters and brothers. Coming out of Rock Hill, I guess it's got its up and downs. I feel like it's kind of hard to really get right as far as the music scene and stuff like that. You really got to branch out. That's why I wanted to network with you. I hit you up like, yeah, look, I need some exposure, something to like, you know, just get me ahead.
So then, are you looking to not be, and not in terms of compared to, but or competing with, like you're not looking to really be in the local scene of like, because that's a big conversation, especially in like York County. It's like, who the hottest in this little small town of, you know, 2,500 people or whatever, you know. And in reality, it's like, yeah, that's a great title to hold, but it's so many people out in this world that like, I don't know. I've never seen you in that, you know, in terms of getting caught up in that conversation. Yeah. Is that something like you try to avoid or you don't look towards?
I don't really look towards it. I know it's a lot of different artists in Rock Hill, period. I know it's a lot of talent there, but as far as like competition, I don't really look at it as a competition. I just try to do my own thing, stay out the way, and just make a name for myself.
Respect.
I know I got a lot of talent, so I don't really.
That's the most important thing.
Look at it as a competition.
So take me to the first time you got into a booth, like an actual studio. You know, it wasn't just your people, your cousins hyping you up. Like you actually stepped in, and where was it, if you remember?
First actual legit booth was in Spartanburg, South Carolina. I went to Speak Life Studio. That's a great studio. Shout out to Jordan. That's the engineer there. Shout out to Jesse, who is also another engineer there. It wasn't really a big shock to me. Like it wasn't new to me because, you know, rapping in the closet, them kind of studios I had already been in. So.
But you probably made some good music in there still. Like a lot of people be sleeping. Like.
Yeah, actual studios it's a lot better. Just give you that vibe. Like you kind of feel like. To me, I was like, damn, I feel famous now. Kind of like wish I could stay the night in there sometimes.
They put you in a different light of what you're doing. LJDADEUCE, what's something what's your favorite thing about doing music? Is it recording? Is it performing? Is it, you know, the reaction that you get from the people? Like what do you love about the actual, you know, the art of what you do?
It's the creativity part of it and the reactions. Like I like my favorite part is like picking out the beat and then writing to it, or writing a song first and then picking out the beat. Like I just feel like some people be like, damn, how do you pick that perfect beat to go with that perfect, like, you know, words, like to go with that rhyme scheme and all that. Like I think I got a good eye for like picking the right beat to go with the right words and stuff like that.
Do you have like a in-house producer or somebody that you work closely with all the time, or how do you make your selections on beats?
Just really myself, for real. I pick out everything on my own, for real. And I ain't recorded by myself in a while, but like last year I did a lot of recording on my own, like in my house, like just self-recording.
So you started dropping singles this year. I seen like
I dropped a lot this year,
knocking them out back to back to back.
I even got more unreleased singles. I got more recorded music that I ain't even just.
What's the decision to do the singles instead of just giving them a tape right now?
Well, I did a tape. I dropped a tape 2018. I know I kind of had a big buzz out there, but then it kind of died down because I was inconsistent with my releasing. So I didn't come back with another tape after that. Not yet. I'm going to, but I haven't. So I just decided to do singles to this year until I get my music right for another tape.
Oh, well, let's do this. Let's get into one of the videos that you just dropped, that Better Days.
Right.
Talk about it, introduce it for the people. When we get back, we'll talk about it, but introduce it for the people.
All right. I recorded Better Days in Rock Hill. I actually recorded that video last year, 2019. I think it was like August or something like that. But that song, a lot of my music really just come from the heart. It's all real. Just talk about my pain.
Let's go ahead and watch it for the people. It's Better Days. LJDADEUCE. This is the third interview series. We'll be right back.
Let's get it.
Let me talk my shit. I know you ain't solid, no you can't keep a promise, but the chips gon' fall where they may. All this pain that I'm feeling, all this trouble that I'm dodging, I just pray to God for a better day. And I may be living wrong, off the gas, you know I'm gone. I'm just trying to find my head a place to lay. It's more money, more problems, asking God just how to stop. I'm trying to keep all the tears all away. I got caught up in the storm, hurting the ones that was close to me. I was all alone and down bad, they didn't notice me. And I swear that shit really cut me so deep, cause I thought we was running off of loyalty. The lies that you told me, no, I never forget. But I'm a man, I promise I'ma handle all of this shit. I ain't do nothing wrong, but stay up out of the mix. Only God can judge me, take a stand like Kaepernick. I'm replaying scenarios, back to back in my head. It's hard for me to forget from all the things that you said. I charge it to the game, take it to the grave when I'm dead. I swear nobody really know all the tears that I shed. Nobody really know all the tears that I shed. But I'm a black heart, baby, to the day that I'm dead. I know you ain't solid, no you can't keep a promise, but the chips gon' fall where they may. All this pain that I'm feeling, all this trouble that I'm dodging, I just pray to God for a better day. And I may be living wrong, off the gas, you know I'm gone. I'm just trying to find my head a place to lay. It's more money, more problems, asking God just how to stop. I'm trying to keep all tears all away. It's been nights I couldn't sleep, it's been nights I didn't eat. Looking over my shoulder, trying to see who watching me. Suffering with my struggles, I can't seem to find my peace. And it got me like, damn, when I'm gon' get on my feet. My mom asked me why I ain't been talking much. It's hard for me to trust, I really think my heart fucked up. Don't know how I keep it going when the times get tough, cause everything I do just seem like it ain't enough. What am I doing wrong? I ask myself every day. In the car with my brother, say it's gon' be okay. The block hot, dodging to the fast, trying to catch a case. And we slide through the night with a dirty 38. In the car with my brother, he say it's gon' be okay. And we slide through the night with a dirty 38. I know you ain't solid, no you can't keep a promise, but the chips gon' fall where they may. All this pain that I'm feeling, all this trouble that I'm dodging, I just pray to God for a better day. And I may be living wrong, off the gas, you know I'm gone. I'm just trying to find my head a place to lay. It's more money, more problems, asking God just how to stop. I'm trying to keep all the tears all away.
Back in the building, this, that, and the third interview series. Steven the Dream, LJDADEUCE. Just watched that video for Better Days. Dope visual, dope song. Seemed like it was life story, like a personal story, you know.
Yeah.
Better days are coming. What's your definition of better days? I didn't hear the song, but you know.
Man, just like a lot more sunshine and rain. Just overcoming all the obstacles and different struggles that you go through, and we don't have to suffer no more.
Yeah, I listen to your music and it's usually a message. It's usually a deeper meaning. I don't hear you talk about shooting up the next man, you know, and all of that. And I like music that has substance like that.
Yeah.
You got a song called Child Story.
Child Story.
Talk about that track and how it came together.
Man, let's see. I wrote Child Story earlier this year. It does, all my music does have a meaning, like a deeper meaning than like you said. And it just came about. I think like me and my pops, we had got into an argument, and then so I was just like, write something about it. And then I just went deeper and I started talking about like going to my homeboy's house and just I can't say everything, but
It's just because is it something that you deal with still? It's just more like it's just certain things you don't want to. You let the music speak for it.
Yeah, I kind of let the music speak for it, but it also is kind of both sides. Like some stuff I do deal with, but I kind of let the music speak for itself. I really try to paint a picture in every song I make, every song, like, and I feel like the people do see it once they hear it. And yeah, I don't really rap about like flashy, all that. That's not my style. Like I really want to be a realist when it comes to my music, and I just want the fans to know like this dude is not capping. Like he really talking about true stuff.
And a lot of people that talk about all that stuff that you talk about, they can't really live it. They can't walk outside and stand it. And a lot of people will connect with your music or with you more knowing, shit, you see telling me what it is and what he really going through, what he really dealing with versus just, all right, man, it sound good. We don't talk about that, man. I don't need to do all that. LJDADEUCE, let me ask you get a feature from any artist. Any artist, money don't matter, the connection didn't matter, it was connected around the world. Who
Just one artist?
Just one artist.
And
One artist.
one artist.
The bag is there, we good. You got Steven the Dream, we done made the phone calls, you know what I'm saying? They on the line right now. They said, what? LJDADEUCE, who you want on the song?
I want to go with Dirk.
Oh, Dirk,
Yeah.
What is it about Dirk, man? Because that's again, like I said, opposite of kind of what you talk about in the music, you know what I'm saying? But it's still, reality is still, you know what I'm saying, what he going through. Like, what's the connection with you and Dirk, though?
Man, I feel like Dirk is one of those artists that has gained control, like, over himself and with the rap game. Like, he been in there for a long time, like 2012 to now. Like, I seen he made a post today, he said he was top 30 rappers in Chicago in 2012. Now he's number one.
Yeah, he the rapper.
And I kind of feel like me and him got that similar style as far as like harmonizing, but also rapping and harmonizing at the same time. I'm really a big fan of him though.
Hold on real quick, we gotta make sure. Back in the building, this that the third interview series, LJDADEUCE. We had to make sure all audio problems was good, man. So appreciate you. We was talking about the relationship with Dirt, harmonizing the way that he does. I wanna move from that though. It's another song you got called Guilty.
Guilty. Yeah.
What you guilty about?
Let's see, man. Back in 2016, let me start. 2015, my granddad was in a nursery home, and he was battling with I think pneumonia or something like that. So like around Thanksgiving, he was all happy and jolly, like, what's up, what up, hey, happy, like, hey to everybody and everything. A couple weeks later, we get to Christmas, he just down bad. And I didn't go see him that day, Christmas Day, because I was out just fooling around. I didn't want to go see him. For one, I don't really like nursing homes and stuff. I didn't like seeing people in there like that. So I was like, I'm going to just go the next day. And then, like 2 weeks later, he was just passing away for real. In his dying days, basically. And then, so I was just going up there, like, after school, just to chill with him and sit with him until I couldn't no more. Right. So he died 4 days before my birthday in 2016, and then we had to bury him on my birthday. That was just, like, real rough for me. I really didn't have a good birthday until this past birthday.
Took some time.
Yeah, this year. So it took some time for me to really get over that,
When did you make the song?
I made the song in December last year. This past December.
So it took some time for that too.
Yeah.
I understand, man. And I'm glad you was able to channel it through the music. But I mean, I can't tell you how to feel, but guilt. That eats us all up.
Yeah.
But you did what you were supposed to do in them last days, like you said. You was with him. Try to do the best that you can.
Yeah.
But what do you think he thinks about? Did you get a chance to hear your music ever? Did you? You were making music then, right?
Yeah, I was.
Okay.
I was making music. I don't think he really got a chance to hear it and make get a good opinion or impression on it for real. But
what do you think he thinks now?
Man, he's probably proud of me for real. Just because, man, I was so spoiled by him. That was my dude. That was my dude for real. Yeah.
So,
and not only just to put more emphasis on the song, me and my pops, we stay in the same household. We don't always get along, so we don't always have the best relationship. And so part of me feel like, am I wrong, for not having a good relationship with him, even though we stay in the same household, all my life, and I never had no step parents or nothing like that, just my mom and my dad. So it's like, I always wondered, did I ever do something wrong, or, what is it? Is it me or is it him? And I'm still trying to figure out that part. So, some days that kind of make me feel down, damn, I really want to get this better relationship with my pops before it get too late. You never know when your time gonna come.
And one of your songs you said, once you said, y'all don't know, but I wish I could laugh with my pops right now.
Yeah. I mentioned it in Guilty.
Yeah. And that's, the fact that you know, or that you're willing to know, that's something that we got to deal with. That's something that you are still searching for. I hope it's just a conversation, maybe, that y'all got to sit and have. But the fact that, again, I like an artist that's willing to put his life in his music. You're not afraid to talk about it and then give it out, because who knows who going through the same thing you going through. Right. There's somebody sitting there wanting to have that same conversation or guilty about, some of the same things. And it's dope that that's what the artist that you looking to be.
Yeah.
LJDADEUCE, I definitely appreciate you for coming up here. I want to ask you, what kind of legacy do you want to leave in this whole thing, man?
My legacy, as far as the music game, man, I want to be that artist, at least around here or wherever I may be, even if I get global. I want to be able to let the world know that it's okay to tell your story. You don't gotta fake about anything. Just keep it real all the time. I feel like in the music industry, it's a lot of fake smiles and just hide behind that wall, not knowing people's true emotions because they got money to cover up all that stuff. Like me, I'm still an artist trying to get there, and I'm telling people the real things about me with less money and stuff. I'm not hiding behind nothing.
All right. I like that, man. I hope you continue to do that. The artist that I see you being, bro, like I want it to grow. I'm ready for a tape.
Yeah.
Hopefully you drop it. You gonna drop a tape this year?
I'm working on it.
You working?
I would say between November and January next year.
November and January next year. Okay. And then just one more thing, like how have you been working through all like the COVID and everything? Like, did you have other plans that had to get switched up? Did you see more? You hit the studio more? Like, what have you been doing the last couple of months? I see you been knocking singles out.
Yeah. I go to my people's house and record from time to time, but it's kind of slow right now, like as far as my music, because like I say, I'm in the process of getting my license for cutting hair too, so I'm kind of doing two things at once right now. So I'm trying to balance all that right now, but I'll be done in November with as far as getting my license, and then we're gonna pick back up strong with the music.
Okay.
But with the COVID, I did expect myself to be at the studio more, like legit studio, but I ain't got there yet, but it's okay.
You still working though?
Yeah.
You still working?
I want to say, let people know, like, never give up on your dreams.
Yeah.
Don't listen to what people tell you. Like, you don't gotta do this and that. What people want you to do, do what you want to do. And even if you started early and you feel like, man, I'm getting tired, or I'm getting winded, or running out of options, like just keep going. You just gotta. Sometimes it does cause for people to take a break at whatever they're doing. Even if they're good at it, just sometimes you gotta relax and just take a step back for a minute, and then come back harder if you know that's what you want. I know I done had to do that like a lot of times.
Plenty of time. You'll keep having to sometimes,
Yeah.
bro. There ain't nothing wrong with it.
And like the fact that I'm still young, I know it's people like, man, 22, they probably think that's old, but that's a super young age. Like, I got a lot more to live for, you feel me? So
Yes, bro.
I'm not really stressing about, that type of the age thing, or, when my window gonna close, because like I said, I know what kind of talent I have.
Yeah.
And just having a witness of sending my music to you, letting people, you played my song on the radio, and you told me that I was getting feedback and stuff, like people was rocking
They
it.
definitely was.
So that's just a big deal. That's a good thing to me. I like that.
Well, I want to see you keep leveling up, LJ. Thank you for coming up here. Where can the people find you and let them know what they need to go watch or they need to listen to from you right now, too?
You can find me on Instagram at LJDADEUCE. That's LJDADEUCE. You can find me on YouTube also at LJDADEUCE. You can listen to my singles that I've dropped this year. I've released like 5 or 6 singles this year. By my newest release, Child Story. Shout out to you for wearing that Prayed Up gear. That's one of my family members.
365. It's Prayed Up 365. Yes, sir.
Shout out to that. And just to elaborate more on Child Story, like I said, I grew up as an only child, so I'm gonna tell you about a child that was left all alone with no brothers or no sisters. I was staying at home, and I started growing up. I had to get on my own. Nobody to talk to. I put my pen on the song. Like, that's just a big picture right there for you. Like, y'all gotta go listen to that song though. That's my newest release. And like I said, you find me on LJDADEUCE Instagram. That's mainly where I be in.
There it is, man. LJDADEUCE. This, that, and the third interview series. We appreciate you for coming up. Want to give a huge shout out to the Living Room for hosting the interview today. Creative Eye Visuals, TZ the Flat, TZ Da Vinci behind the scenes, behind the camera. Make sure y'all give us a follow at This, That, and the Third interview series for more interviews, clips, and freestyles. Make sure y'all give me a follow at Stephen the Dream. That's STEPHENTHA Dream. We're going up all 2020. Fuck coronavirus. Fuck racist. Y'all know that's how I feel. A real deal. All right, we out. It's This, That, and the Third interview series. LJDADEUCE.
Yes,
See y'all the next one.
Shout out Stephen the Dream. Let's give shit.